How far in advance do people need to get a hold of you, usually, if they're thinking about trying to book you to be their wedding photographer?
Yeah, that's actually a great question. I will say at least 6 months at the minimum, because there's a lot of planning that goes in into a wedding. So, if, for example, if you need an engagement session and if you want to use some of the photos for save the dates or invitations, we need to make sure we do those within enough time for planning the engagement session. Enough time for editing and making sure you have those images, so that way you can send those out. So at least I will say 6 months. That way you should have enough time for all of the planning, and then you can also choose the right vendor for you, like the perfect photographer. That way you can be very selective on who you want to work with, and you can ask the questions and make sure they are a good fit for each other. That way you feel comfortable as well with them.
You mean I can't just call you up like 2 weeks before and have you on the spot?
No, we usually our average is about 9 months that we get bookings in advance. So it's like average. Some people call like a year in advance, 6 months or something like that. So I would say average about 9 months. And the reason why is because, for example, the whole month of May coming up is fully booked for the weekends. So it'll be impossible basically to do anything. Sometimes there's one available, random one, but it's pretty rare. Yeah.